Hi, welcome back to Conversations with Kanyomozi. Before we go anywhere, I need to make my apologies for taking so long to upload any content. Again, we're in a pandemic, it's uncertain times. That's my excuse, most definitely. But happy new month, happy September, and I pledge to consistency, hopefully. So this episode, we're going to talk about ableist language. I think in one of my last vlogs, I did share how someone checked me for using ableist language. Yes, and I was confused because surely me, a feminist, how can I be an oppressor? It's impossible. But again, when you're a feminist, one of the key things you have to understand is being mindful of it's a learning process, and you have to always be welcome to unlearn certain things that you might have not known. Even things that you might say, but I don't think so. Yeah, girl, that's definitely what oppressors say when they're oppressing. I don't think that's oppressive of any kind. So, to begin with, ableism is a systemic exclusion and oppression of people with disabilities, and it's usually reinforced through language, and that's when we go to ableist language. So ableist language is language that is offensive to people with disabilities. Yeah, have you got that right? So any form of language, metaphors, explanations, conversations that we may use and at times might reinforce discrimination or oppression towards people living with disabilities. Okay, it can also refer to language that is derogatory, abusive, or negative. So here's the thing. When you start to unlearn ableist language, a lot of the words that you have been using and taking for granted, using with ignorance, come to light. And you're like, well, me? So before we go anywhere, some people tend to understand, just like when we are explaining feminism, you might have to explain it with like Black Lives Matter movement, right? So now I'm going to use feminism to explain how you can be ableist. When someone says you're running like a girl, to mean that it's you're running slowly or funnily, right? Or don't be such a woman, or you drive like a woman, to mean that women drive badly. Now this is how we use certain words in a derogatory manner. So words like crazy, insane rather, dumb, blind, lame, deaf, yeah? And you might use them in your day-to-day language without understanding that you're actually being offensive to people with disabilities. For example, are you deaf when someone's not listening to you? Don't be blind, or blind in love, or follow. That's so lame. Or can you not be dumb? Or you're one of the dumbest people. So we might use this language and not understand that we're being harmful to people living with disabilities. How do we unlearn? Find substitutes for this type of language. Instead of saying, are you insane? You can say, is there something wrong? Is there something wrong with the way you're thinking? Change the language. It might be hard because a lot of this language is internalized. We've read it, it's in books, it's everywhere. But it starts with a conscious effort from one person to unlearn different things, and then we're on track, right? And also, be kind to people with disabilities by not dehumanizing them, okay? Okay? Great. Thank you for watching Conversations with Kanyomozi. Also, if you like my head wrap, please visit my store. I'll drop the link below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.